Welcome back, 312 Supercars. It's Mike again. One of the questions and one of the jokes I think of all of Michael's friends that come over is, what is my daily drivers? And when Michael's friends come over and others, they're quite amused to find out that I actually drive a Honda CRV, which is a 2015, on a daily basis. My dad used to always say a car takes you from point A to point B, and that's all you really needed for, and maybe that limiting belief kind of snuck in. I enjoy driving all of the cars, but on a daily basis, I like being nice and calm and just driving the Honda to the hospital. Honda does have a big dent in the hood, and that came from one time when the vehicle was actually stolen. So it was February 6th of 2019. Michael was in Florida. We were scheduled to fly out that day and meet him there. I had a lecture to give at a university. Couldn't sleep, woke up about 4 o'clock, walked across the Sky Bridge and worked out, as you can tell from my Men's Health magazine covers. So I was working out. When I finished working out, I actually then walked across the bridge again and noticed that it was icy. I went out to actually start the vehicle. Unfortunately, the vehicle, we've got a horseshoe driveway, and the vehicle was parked way at the other end because somebody had parked by the door earlier. So I wanted to go ahead and pull the vehicle closer to the door while I took a shower, put my suit on to go give my lecture. I went ahead and did that, and distinctly remember chipping off the ice both on the front of the vehicle as well as the rear of the vehicle, as well as the windshield. I wanted to wait. I always listen to podcasts to make sure I turned it down so I didn't wake up the neighbors. It was about 5 in the morning. Went ahead, took my shower, got my coffee, opened up the front door, and lo and behold, somebody actually had stolen the vehicle. Now, we do have a creek that runs alongside of our house. When I noticed that the vehicle was gone, I went ahead and woke up my wife, told her that somebody stole the vehicle. She, of course, was in a panic. It was my job to then call the police. Went ahead and actually called the police. They started asking me numerous questions, and I was certain I knew that they were casing the house because it had been cold, as it always is in Chicago. And I thought that they were actually laying low in the creek waiting for me to start the car so they could steal it. The good news was that I actually had the key in my hand, so I knew that they couldn't get too far. I was talking to the police officer, giving all the information. He wanted the license plate. Unfortunately, that doesn't have a vanity plate. With all the cars that we have, I don't remember what the license plate was. I knew it had a Y in it, but short of that, I didn't remember. So long story short, I'm going through everything as my mother, who lives with us, was worried because we were going to Florida, and she was convinced that she would get robbed while we were gone. The neighbor had pulled out from across the street and actually stopped at the end of our driveway. We're fortunate enough to have some footage in our house, or frontage, so we're about 250 feet long. So from where I was standing, I could not see what she was looking at, but she stopped. I opened up the door, and lo and behold, the stolen Honda was not stolen at all, but actually was resting on one of the trees that is in the neighbor's yard, with a huge dent in the front hood. So what actually had occurred was, the genius that I am, I left the car in drive while I was turning off the radio. The car had stood still because it was icy, and it locked the wheels. As the car warmed up, it proceeded to travel about 250 feet into a tree. So long story short, that's the vehicle that I drive on a daily basis. I did not fix the hood, so it reminds me of how stupid I actually was. And that's why everybody laughs that I continue to drive the Honda despite having all these other vehicles.